How can you practice yoga for obesity and obesity? You will not be able to control obesity through yoga. Of course, you just have to do pranayama. And a little attention has to be paid to the reasons that obesity was occurring. The main cause of obesity is lack of physical activity. So bring a little labor. Start practicing pranayama for a while in life. Practice slowly at first. As you grow, you will be able to do it for longer. Lack of tolerance, lack of physical labor is one of the main reasons for obesity. Some people are also hereditary. Then some diseases are due to thyroid. And what will be hereditary is what was fried in the tradition of your lineage. I can't say that you will completely erase it, but I will definitely say this. If you start practicing pranayama yoga, then obesity will not bother you. That is, if you start practicing yoga from the beginning, then obesity will not hinder you much, a little too much. It's not a big deal if you weigh 5 or 7 pounds more. But in the houses in which there are 9 to 9 or 11 quintals of 9 to 90 kilo in families and persons of 1 quintal each, that problem will not fall on you. Eating too much is also one of the reasons for obesity due to obesity. Eating too much, eating frequently, eating less than hungry, we are like you. You must drink water after waking up in the morning and drink water after eating hours. Do not use too much sweetness. Both ghee and sweetness increase obesity. 20–40% of the world's youth are obese. 20–40% of the world's youth face obesity, with 10–20% of children also affected. This is a significant issue. I'm telling you that all these people believe in yoga. About 200,000 people suffer from at least obesity. And if you look at this, then those will be few people. At least those who are wealthy are the people of cities. There will be very few people who need to gain weight, otherwise such people will get much. This needs to be addressed. If someone is underweight, yoga can help. Practices like Kapil Bharti Pranayama improve digestion, and taking ashwagandha can help normalize weight. While one can use ashwagandha for gaining weight, it also helps with digestion. Details on controlling obesity through yoga follow. How can you get control over your obesity through yoga practice? And when obesity increases more, then the problem of diabetes would come around. Because when more fat on the stomach increased, then it started working less. Then you fell into the grip of diabetes when obesity increased. Then it was overloaded on the knees. Due to obesity, arthritis becomes a problem. Obesity leads to heart problems. The problem of diabetes due to obesity, then you get depression because when you become fatter than others, you cannot work properly. Even at home, there is scolding and we ourselves feel helpless. Self-reliance will come. Pranayama will also get rid of obesity. The problems caused by obesity will also get rid of when obesity itself will be removed. When obesity increases, pain in the back also starts. Because when the stomach increased too much, then the balance of the waist deteriorated and the stomach was not in front of the fire. The waist was bent from behind, so you died. The first main pranayama is 7. And a special pranayama will be added to it. Because obesity increases due to the thyroid of many people. If they also drink water, it also appears in the body. T3, T40S. True level becomes very normal with pranayama. And I am telling you this special thing, why the thyroid also becomes 100%. This is what pranayama does. Just feel the health deeply inside and leave it out Bastri's pranayama. First of all, if you find it fatter, then you leave the health outside. Just think that obesity is coming out. While filling the sauces, the divinity of contemplating is descending within. Do this for 2 minutes. If you have more pranayama time of Bastra for 2 minutes daily, then you can also do 5 minutes, but because you have to do more Kapalbhati pranayama. If you are suffering from obesity, then do it for only 2 minutes a day. If you get tired first, then stop in the middle. Once you stop filling deep in the lungs within the pranayama of Bastra. Special caution in pranayama should be done empty back. There is heart, there is BP problem, there is pain in the back, there is a problem of ulcer. The problem of heart, BP, the problem of ulcer, too much weakness. If you have pain in your back, then you have this. Not doing fast, just paying so much attention. No pranayama and no stopping. So even 1% in this pranayama, there is no possibility of any loss. Just do it with a little awareness. Do it with happiness. Do it with reverence. To do it according to the method. To fill the house within the scriptures. To leave it outside easily and not too loudly. In this way, this devotion cannot be considered as the special enemy of obesity. Start from 5 minutes, do it for 15 minutes, and even this obesity is very high mind, 1 quintal, 1.5 quintal of someone. Just now I have a letter of 3 quintal weight. And we say, at the beginning of my life, 250 grams of a man from half a kg to 1 kg. I reduce weight by at least 250 grams daily. And 1 kilo, and someone's weight decreases by 2 or 2 kilos every day in the first 2 or 4 days, but not everyone decreases by 2 or 2 kilos. And the main thing in that is Kapalbharati. There are also pranayama and some yogasanas that reduce 3 weights. Today, we will tell you about them, special love to reduce obesity. Leaving Kapalbhati outside is completely surrounded. If you release courage to the stomach, then the stomach will go in. Why not do it with a lot of force? This is life. Breathe out, go in easily. Slow down in the problem of heart. IBP is the problem of ulcer. If there is a pain operation case in Lotus, then you should start only after 6 months or 1 year. Pregnant mothers and sisters and special things by refusing to do this pranayama during pregnancy. After delivery, which becomes a line or a line on the stomach sits, it also benefits. Pregnant mothers should not do it, but do it after pregnancy and do it even before pregnancy. Then those whose tubes are closed will also open it. It is a wonderful pranayama. This pranayama is special for obesity. Doing 15-20 minutes can be gradually increased. And if anyone is not decreasing, then increase it further. Make it half an hour. But brother, remember, those who are underweight should not do more than 15 minutes. And if the weight is underweight, then ashwagandha. If you get hurt, then your weight will also become normal. This is also true of leaving the government. Diabetes, obesity, constipation, ulcers, heart problems, cholesterol, skin problems will all go away, but obesity will be cured first. Kapalbhati Prano is a special exercise for obesity. You can do it 60 times at a time. If you did it 60 times in a row, then you stopped again. And later you can also do this for 5 minutes continuously, then 15 minutes continuously. It will take you some time to do this. There are 6 times in 1 minute. This hunger also comes under control. Fat people feel very hungry. No one feels hungry. There will also be control over hunger. There will be restraint on the mind. One of the reasons for obesity is eating more burgers, eating pizza, eating bread, eating chocolate, drinking more cold drinks. So use more leftover green vegetables and do everything to make the lokis juicy yellow. This should also be done at home. Drink warm water. Do these together because without control on diet, you will be able to completely cure obesity. It is not possible. Many people do Kapalbhati and then go and eat 5 parathas from above. Then such weight will not be reduced. You have to have a little control. On top of the diet, take sprouted grains, take fruits, take milk, and eat these vegetables. And then do pranayama while maintaining dietary control, ensuring significant benefit. Even at home, your obesity will decrease, and at the camp, it reduces by 3 to 7 kilos. Start this Kapalbhati Pran slowly from 5 minutes. Initially, the stomach will hurt a little. If there is pain in the back, then do it slowly. The back will also hurt, and gradually increase the practice. Exercise for 15 minutes and increase. If obesity is too high, then do it in 20 years. Let out the breath. To stop the outside is to pull the stomach in. Leaving it loose, this fire left the mother-in-law out in Kapalbhati and left it out in the fire, stopped it outside and pulled the stomach inside, leaving it loose. Some people are frowning, but I'm not doing it right. He said, there was no benefit. Kapalbhati, hasn't the weight decreased? I told you how I was doing it. Not like this brother. Leaving Shraddha outside will not spoil the face, will not spoil the body. The shape of the body will not spoil. The shape of the face will not spoil. The body will not move like this. Not doing such easy, happiness and joy. This will also improve the thyroid problem. Thyroid is also one of the reasons. In obesity, a very large T3, T4, TSS level is completely normal. Thyroid medicines are also stopped after a while. Just this little point. Especially for thyroid obesity in both hands. When you get tired in the middle, then this point is double in this special point to control the thyroid for obesity. T3T for TSS level will be under control for 2 minutes, and there is too much problem with the thyroid. Then press it for 5 minutes, in both the hands and in both the legs. There will be the same point in the legs. Also look under the thumb. There will be the same point here. Press and release this part like this. Siddhasana, Sukhasana, Padmasana, practicing pranayama while sitting in any asana. Keep both hands in meditation posture, in air posture, or in zero posture, in meditation posture. For disease concentration, in this air posture for air diseases. And if you do pranayama by sitting in this posture for weight loss, then there will be more special benefits. This is the first posture for you, and we were telling you to bow to Agnisara Bahai after Kapalbhati Pranayama. After that, fill in, leave out, and stop out. For 3 to 5 times this outer pranayama, then practice Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Pranayama reduces overall body weight, mainly due to Kapalbhati, which targets stomach weight. Results are visible from day 1. Start now for immediate benefits. Neither false assurance of heaven nor superstition. This is science. Yoga, as the sages taught, has a strong scientific basis. We are gathering data through these camps. Anulom Vilom Pranayama, Kapalbhati Pranayama, along with 7 pranayamas. 7 asanas, and special yoga exercises for obesity are effective. We designed Jisco, expecting quick weight reduction. Anulom and Vilom Pranayama included. Practicing subtle justice. A specific yogi would close the right eye. Inhale deeply and exhale through the other while controlling breath. The head is taken from the curd, and after leaving it, fill it inside completely. After filling it, take the yogurt out from the yogurt inside. Easily take the whole with curd, leave the whole, fill the lungs up to 10 firm. Breathing into the back, filling the lungs up completely. This is a request. It will have many more benefits. Heart will be healthy, hypertension will be towards, depression will disappear, but your weight will recover very quickly. First of all, the body will automatically become diesel in the lumps. There is a special benefit to rejecting an unsolicited request. Anulam Vilom Pranayama will help you reduce the stomach of the whole body. This is 15 minutes a day. Then after this, Brahmari Pranayama, light pressure from the first finger, middle finger. In the mouth of the eye and nose, the first finger on the forehead was meter. On the remaining 3 fingers on the eyes, my year separation. Of the eye and nose, the first finger on the forehead, Kanpur hostage mouth disorder, Onkar's nose confusion, pranayam stress and all problems including tension, and in the unknown from within. Divine light manifested itself. Main Bandhanasika includes Hankar, Kanad and Brahmari Pranayama. Practice this 3 to 5 times, and if time allows, perform a false salutation, then deeply inhale following the scriptures. Recite Om 3 times. Practice Karanajit Pranayama 3 to 5 times daily. Call on God with deep devotion and let the profound awareness of the Supreme Father God be internalized, manifesting complete reverence. In this way, after practicing the Udgita, rest your mind on Sasu and become a witness and study the pranab of Om on Sasu. Then extend both hands. Rub them together. Absorb the energy of that hot material. Open your eyes. This is such a dream to do every day. Now there is a thyroid problem. Then what can be done, especially for the throat, with Ujjayi Pranam and Kapalbharti for the thyroid? Thyroid problems are good and from Ujjaya Pranayama. Although Sarvangasana, Halasana also benefits in thyroid problem, but because of Asana, Halasana who have thyroid problem, then often very few people who are thin, often people become obese. From that, Kapalbhati, Ujjaya Pranayama in both hyperthyroid, both benefit. Today we will also tell two asanas, Sarvangasana, Harasana. For this, we have determined 10 exercises for obesity. Make a special package. There are 3 main exercises that you do every day. So today we are telling you another pranayama inside this special package for obesity. If you do it along with Kapalbhati, then the problem of the thyroid will become evident. His name is Ujjayi. Filling the houses within the 7. Filling the health inside by tightening the street in this way. Filling the houses only up to the form. Put in the health partner. After filling the bad, keep it inside for a while and close the net inside. You can also put the original closure together. Let's pull the part up and keep the original closure. The trap Indrapad will not close this Mudian, which is filled with anger, and while leaving, he closes the right minister and leaves the mother-in-law out from the left. There will be sound filling the mother-in-law inside. Don't do this while leaving like this. Don't make a sound while filling like this. Leave the complete load to the mother-in-law and then fill it up. Yes, if there is a problem with type BP, then don't stop it. Just fill it up and close the bank and go to the bank. This exercise is necessary for the thyroid. Ujjayi Pranayama helps with snoring, especially for obese people. It's beneficial for them. Watch this exercise. I would also tell you a point for Harid and a home remedy. Trikota 50 grams. Trikota is one of Tifala. Harid Bahera Amla will also work. Harid Bahera Amla is called Tifala. We will also tell you to boil it and drink it for a while. But a special experiment for Harad. It will also be for the tonsils, for the throat. Special Trikuta, Saunth, Peepal, black pepper, Saunth, Peepal, black pepper, Saunth, Lan Peepal, and Mari black pepper, Saunth, Peepal, black pepper. Take all 3 in equal quantity and make powder. Take the same amount of Saunth, Peepal, black pepper powder. This 50 green powder contains 25 grams of fruit in this 50 green powder. Take its peel, 25 grams of Trikuta, 50 grams. Mix 10 grams of Godanti Basma or Prawal Pishti. Both can be combined. Take 10 grams of Godanti and Prawal Pishti, or whichever is available. Mix them and take half a gram to 1 gram with honey in the morning and evening. This will be your permanent treatment for throat and thyroid. Now we tell you some asanas, some special subtle exercises for obesity. See some asanas. Those who are fat, if they have little time, should also do a little subtle exercise. Exercise with subtle exercise. We tell you every day. Pressing back and forth. Turning the legs round like this because of this. A little flexibility also comes in the legs, and your body becomes qualified to do the yogi asana.
These butterflies are suitable for reducing the weight of your Thai butterfly seeds. We do these 7 acts of subtle justice every day. You have to keep them for a while. Butterfly is also useful for reducing the weight of Heim butter chips. Then if you are obese, do some micro M actions. The jam inside such joints will also be reduced. The first exercise, hands clasped with thumb inside, finger closed. Kanya is not exactly straightforward and does not rotate the call, yet the second exercise from Preet Disha made the big moment. This will also reduce hand fat. Your shoulders. They will be healthier and less fat. These actions of subtle Mother M help you in reducing the fat that is in the joints. It will also soothe your neck, putting pressure on each other. We do these subtle actions with Mother M's actions every day so that there is no pain in your body. Small rat spin of survival, just disc problems, back pain, knee pain along with that. We would get these subtle Mother M procedures done every day. Today we will give you 10 asanas,
which made a special package of yoga, especially for obesity, although there are 3 exercises that we make everyone do every day inside our yoga classes, which mainly consist of Ardhalasana, Paduvritasana, and Bicyclicasana. But today we're going to give you 3 exercises. And after doing 3 exercises while sitting, 2 exercises while standing, and then 5 exercises while lying down, 3 of them are done while lying down. 2 more of them will be added today for us. If you can do Sarvangasana Halasana for the neck, then if you can do it, then if you don't do it, then there is no need. In these 10 exercises, you will also do 3 exercises, then you will remain healthy. But one of these 10 exercises is telling you that then 100% you will gain in obesity, and there will be a little reduction. Then we will do home remedies and a little change in your diet. Watch the first exercise. Open the front of both legs.
rotating the grinder, grinding. Both the feet meet in front, and by mixing both the feet in front, you will create the whole big zero. Place both legs in front of each other with both hands. Elephants and you ahead UPC. Make a big moment like this. If you have pain in your back, don't lean forward, just pay attention. Both feet meet in front of you, knees will be straight. Even if you go to PC, you do not lift your legs. If you do not lift your legs will be fine directly on the ground. This makes a big moment then, especially from the opposite direction.
To reduce the weight of the stomach, often the weight increases. Then the stomach is the first to get bigger. Then the waist is bigger. Then the high butac will be less than the fat of all. Earlier, my mother used to spin such a mill. Then she used to become smart. Nowadays, she has become very fat and sleeps more during the day. If you want to eat a little, then eat a little. Drink warm water in the morning and do this exercise. Stop eating sweet food and start drinking hot water. Whenever you feel thirsty, obesity will decrease by itself. Do some yoga. Look at such a big moment.
If you go forward, then your hands go back like this. Then your hands should be in front of your paws and above your thighs from behind. Punching with the knee, also from the opposite direction in the same way. Do not bend the cone straight. If you bend the cone, nothing will happen. You have done this one exercise 100 times. Now the second exercise is to open both the legs and cut both the legs. Beauty pose when obesity increases in many people.
The waist becomes room, becomes very thick. The pads become very thick.
Sometimes I feel ashamed of how beautiful God has given me when we created it and we made it ugly by our own mistakes. Childhood photos should be kept handy, so for later. Whether in youth or in old age, what are the situations due to laziness and ecstasy? If the body knows, then it should be known. Both the hands on the side, the beauty posture, breathing in. If there is pain in the waist, then do not lean forward, just pay attention. My brother breathes in. Hold the ring on the left with the right hand brother hand behind and look at it. Then stop in the middle. On the other hand, there will be many more benefits. But if there is more pain in the waist to get the waist, then do the same and the rest. Go to the healthy side. Then the sauce stopped in the middle, flying. These are to reduce the tear of the side of the waist and also the tear of the hands. This will reduce itself. Tearing of the waist, abdomen, and hands will be less. You can also give it fast on that side. This second exercise, third exercise, animal shamasan, both legs open in front. We'll bend the left leg outwards, bend the left leg outwards, and the heel of the left leg inwards, Punjab outwards, right leg. Touch the thigh near the knee of the left foot and place it in such a way that the heel is attached to the inside like this. The claw of the foot is attached to the thigh of the left foot in front like this, and the claw of the left foot is attached to the back, outside the heel inside. The animal will raise both hands above the knees and breathing in to remove whatever increases in the special lateral parts to reduce the fat of the resting side. Breathing out, you will burn and lean forward. Palms on the ground, then slowly rise together. Hands, heads raised together, then from the other side. You can do one exercise up to 50 times by starting with 5 times. The more you are surrounded by this problem of obesity, the more you determine its quantity. On the other hand, this animal resting posture on the other hand, the enlargement of the 5 parts on the other hand, especially to reduce the enlargement of the stomach. Turn the right foot outward, the paw of the right foot outward, the heel inward. Now keep the paw of the left foot touching the right leg. Now we have both hands above the knees level. Raise your hands up while breathing in and lean forward while exhaling. This exercise is especially useful for obesity, and you can do it once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, up to 50 times. You can repeat each exercise from 5 times to 50 times. They lift up together, they go down together, they do not lift it up, they are not wrong, they bend down like this, and so on. To reduce fat by sitting these 3 exercises, you can start each exercise 3 times and then take it 5 times up to 50 times. If yours is increased, then it depends on you how much you need of that yoga practice now. 2 exercises of standing. 2 exercises of standing. 1 exercise to control the weight to reduce the rift of standing. Both fairies opened and equal. And by opening both the legs equally like this, take the right hand from the front like this, and do not touch the thumb of the left foot, and look at the man in the left hand, then stop in the middle, then from the other side. Open your legs as wide as you can touch them. Now, if you open it like this, maybe you will not be able to hold it like this, but do not open the leg as much as you can. You can also go a little faster. You see this backhand above this angle, Hassan, and then tell you a special one. The exercise, which is called Tadasana, to reduce the fat of the lateral parts, do 2 exercises by standing, a little gap breathing in the house, filling yogurt inside and bending. Take the fingers of the hand and give the hand paltan. Who is one? Breathing straight in. Look, bend forward as much as you can. You go as far as you can to the side. You will not bend your knees. You will not go from the front too much. Do not bend from the front to the side. If you can bend so much, you won't be able to bend too much. Lean as far as you can from this side, not too far forward or too far back. We have now told you 2 standing exercises to reduce fat.
The 3 special exercises that we do in each of our camps, and Kapalbhati Pranayama, 15-20 minutes, and these 3 exercises that we are going to tell you right now. Ardharasana Dvichakriya Kasana. This is all you have done. So now you must do this much. When you can take out 6 hours, 7-8 hours of time to sleep, then will you not be able to do this much. So you will definitely get rid of obesity. These 3 first essential exercises are the first in the order of 3 essential exercises.
We will raise one leg at 19 degrees and bring it down with both hands. This first exercise is to control obesity. The first exercise is to raise one leg at 19 degrees and bring it down.
Now lift both the legs together. If there is pain in the back, then do not lift both. You can do one exercise from 5 times to 50 times by doing both the legs from 17-11. This is a very simple exercise with straight knees.
Are for obesity. You can do this 5 to 50 times. Do not bend the legs from the knees and do not stop down. Full lift up, 19 degrees, 1 Apyasan, Ardhasan, now the second exercise. You can do this exercise from 5 to 50 times. It depends on how much your rib has grown. Make a big void from the right leg. Make a big void in the whole sewing. Right, left, up, down. Clockwise and anti-global 5 times. You can rotate up to 50 times. Making a big 0 in complete roundness. After doing one with one foot first, do the sage exercise with one foot making a big 0 in this way, with the other foot in complete roundness. Glopes or anti-glopes then, with both legs together in this way, this special exercise to reduce obesity.
If there is pain in the waist with straight legs stretched, then do not do it. And if there is even a little pain in the waist, then do not do it because this can increase the pain. But if there is no pain in the waist, then there is no problem. Don't do it even if you have a problem with astrochalasis, because your bones are weak. What was already a big moment clockwise then became an anti-clockwise big moment.
In this way, complete sinfulness is made in Panashu in complete sinfulness. You can do this second exercise necessary to reduce obesity for 5 to 50 times, and now in the series of reducing obesity. The third exercise is the posture of Bichakri. If there is pain in the waist, then cycling with one leg only. Otherwise, by mixing both legs together and turning like this, can make it 5 to 50 talks, like taking Kapalbhati Pranayama for 5 minutes. If 15 minutes is too much obesity, then we will also get 20-25 minutes and half an hour. You used to raise them from 5 to 50 times. See the whole leg rise up and bend, then the knees touch the chest, but still in the same way. You can create a big moment and do both in this way once. Let me tell you 3 important exercises you can do to reduce obesity. If there is a problem of Hyana, then you can do 2 more asanas, and there is flexibility in the body, and the weight is so that you can lift it. Then also Sarvangasana and Halasana.
Sarvangasana can do 2 to 5 minutes, and every asana can also do 2 minutes. However, you should not have a high blood pressure problem. There should be no pain in the back. All in all, Spain should not be, there is so much problem, then you leave. And if it is not problems, and you want to control your weight very quickly, if you want to cure the thyroid permanently, then this will help. 2 exercises, use Sarvangasana.
Slowly lift the legs up the speed of breathing normal. Then the waist will rise behind the waist. Both the hands will be put. The legs will be straight at 19 degrees up the knees, found on the prisoners, directly the weight of the whole body. Balance the balance edge on the shoulders, and while not returning to the head, bend the head and legs. Then straighten the waist with the hands on the ground first. The legs are delayed. Does Sarvangasana rest in Savasana for so long? Then lift your legs slowly and bring your knees straight from head to head. After doing Savasana for a while, after doing all the procedures in the last, this is the general rule of yoga practice, and then taking the bank effort. You sit down, and if you cannot do both the asana, you and the thyroid have to take advantage of it. Then there is a fall asana, like this, straight by reading and bending the neck back with the hands behind the shoulders. Put both hands on the ground and put both feet on the ground. Bend the neck back and keep it. This is also a good diameter for the thyroid. The practice of these specific compound actions, as discussed, can help with issues like obesity. for such a dangerous disease that there is no much trouble in the machines to diagnose in seeing. Although when obesity becomes too high, cholesterol increases in tungstenoids. There are many other problems, but there is no such disease. But because of this, life becomes difficult. You will become self-reliant, you will remain healthy, and you will not need anyone's support throughout your life. But you will be able to support the helpless just by taking your yoga practice.
And you still don't lose weight. Kapal Bharti is also doing it. If you are practicing yoga, what should you do? After waking up in the morning, drink Loki juice in breakfast. After doing yoga practice, etc., drink Loki juice in breakfast, and it takes a lot. Then make a porridge, which we say for diabetes also controls weight. Take fruit, take milk, take light, take lunch, take more green vegetables. Also green vegetables in the evening meal, moong dal in this way. You have to make a little change. Along with dietary changes, there are a few things you can add to your daily routine. Do not sleep for more than 6 hours. A few changes can change your whole life. Wake up in the morning and drink hot water. Everyone should wake up in the morning and drink water. If you wake up in the morning and drink hot water, you will lose weight yourself. Even if the weight is not losing, what can you do by drinking hot water? Wake up in the morning and drink Triphala water. Soak 2 spoons of Triphala at night. The juice will come in the water till morning. Soak 2 spoons of Triphala at night. Boil it in 2 glasses of water in the morning, and when half a glass is left, strain it and drink it. What else do you do with it? If you do not have pain in your joints, then put lemon, a little bit of ginger juice in it, lemon, a little bit of ginger juice and honey, and drink it. Seeing how the weight will be reduced very quickly, not millions of people in your country, we have reduced the weight. And today, crores of people in the country believe that by doing wonderfully, and this little change that we talk about, 100% by doing it in the daily routine. Obesity is removed only 1%. There is no doubt what to do. 2 spoons soaked in water at night in 2 glasses of water. And if the stomach is more clean, then soak 1 spoon in a glass of water. Soak 2 tablespoons of olive oil in 2 glasses of water and boil that water in the morning until half a glass remains in it. Put a little lemon in the water. Add a little ginger, 10-15 drops of ginger, and 1 to 2 spoons of honey, and drink hot. As soon as you wake up in the morning, drink this Loki juice for breakfast. After practicing yoga, drink it as soon as you wake up in the morning. It will cleanse the stomach and reduce weight loss. It is also beneficial if you drink hot water by adding triple water, lemon, ginger, honey after waking up in the morning. Drinking lemon, ginger, and honey in hot water reduces fat, and then you can try something else. And there is a very good experiment inside the experiment. Ashwagandha leaves along with gourd juice. Ashwagandha leaves became so expensive in this country that people paid Rs 10 for each ashwagandha plant outside in 2050. And the idea of 100 Rs 100, where the bet was taken, is a very common thing, but its use was not known. We will show you the experiment. Ashwagandha leaves have its root to increase weight, to reduce weight, but these leaves reduce its weight. Ashwagandha leaves. Take 1 morning, 1 afternoon, 1 evening with hot water, 1 hour before breakfast in the morning, 1 hour before dinner in the afternoon. Then what to do? Drinking hot water whenever you feel thirsty during the day and abstaining a little bit. We say abstinence for 1 month and use these leaves for these 7 days. After 15 days, use again for 7 days. After 15 days of use, you will find that your weight has been checked. Within a month, the weight is reduced from 5 to 7 kg to 15-20 kg. Use these leaves in 3 to 7 days. Ashok Andha should eat the leaves for 3 or 7 days. Eat 3 times in the morning and evening. Then try again after 15 days and abstain for a month. What to do in a month? Try to stop the salt. If BP remains down, you can take a little salt. What to eat if you stop grains? Green greens, vegetables, milk, fruit, more fruit. We've been doing this for almost 9 years. This does not mean that the man's access is reduced. It is reduced. The normal fat that should remain inside the body the weight remains in the body, the excess weight is less. Then the use of green greens, vegetables, milk and fruits, and these ashwagandha leaves together like kapal, and this yoga practice. And do it. If you lose 15 to 20 kilo weight in a month, what else can be your happiness? This is the use of ashwagandha leaves, which reduces the rupture very quickly. Use for 3 to 7 days, then use after 15 days, and abstain for a month. In abstinence, stop grains, stop salt, stop sweet, stop ghee, stop green greens, vegetables, milk, whatever you say, you will lose weight. These are telling for those whose weight is not low. Even if they drink water, they gain weight. Millions of attempts. Even if you are doing morning walks for 10 to 20 years, you are not losing weight. He said, we are the first to do this and the first to do this. Then our third priority is acupressure. The fourth priority is to use this home remedy of gourd now at home. Haran Bahera, amla can be made by anyone at home. Take 100 grams of the peel of haran haran, 100 grams of the peel of haran haran, 100 grams of the peel of haran haran and amla. Remove the nodule inside the amla, that amla is saved. Amla 100 gri, Bahera peel 100 gri, haran peel 100 gri. This tilfila is for someone to lose weight quickly. And if constipation is very high, then you can make tilfila like this. Add 100 grams of amla, 100 grams of bheda, and 200 grams of hard peel. Use it. You have to make it in your home. You have to use it yourself. And now, along with the use of the third, you can also use some medicines made of Ayurveda. Although my priority is always yoga, there are still many lazy people, many fatty people who are miserable. You can't do anything, you can't move anything. What does the body do? They can also take the Medo Harvati made of the ashram, which mainly has the aspect of Triphala, and inside it then the Medohar and Dravya, which are also a mixture of Mughal and Shilajit, are also mixed at this time. They also reduce the stress and strengthen the bones. Yoga practice will reduce weight, but the special thing is that your stamina will increase along with losing weight. Then you can take 1 tablet each of Triphala, Gugan and Medo Havati with hot water after eating 3 times in the morning, afternoon and evening. This is you. The Ayurvedic medicines that are manufactured in the ashram also let a little fairy about them. Ayurveda has also had some such traditions for years that you can reduce your excess fat corn. My main objective is to make the country and the world healthy and free from disease through yoga. All of you should participate in it. Because due to obesity, the functionality of a man also decreases. By practicing yoga, you will be able to work more, you will be able to be strong, you will be able to be able, and your body will be beautiful. It will be curvy, it will be sophisticated, your personality will be completely distinct from it. I think, what can be a better remedy than qualified to enhance the working capacity for the whole personality development, to awaken self-confidence, to awaken talent, and to get rid of all diseases? Today we learned about obesity in particular, and which affects 20-40% of the world's youth and the country. And 10-20% of the world's children suffer from obesity. Obesity is the problem of crores of people. You also get rid of it and motivate your friends, your family members who are suffering from it to use it. I understand that, of course, the people of the whole world, including you, as far as humanity is concerned. This obesity will not remain until there. And the only remedy for this is yoga practice. Nature's erosion. Balance in life. You keep your diet balanced. Always happiness in the mind. And if you practice from half an hour to 1 hour every day, then you will get fat. You will not have the disease of the name. You will remain healthy, slim, smart, happy, joyful, and you will have an attractive personality. Then surely you will be able to leave a very good impact on this world too.
Lack of physical activity. Obesity is caused by hereditary and hereditary causes. Reduce the amount of food you eat and change your eating habits. Do not sleep more than 6 hours a day. Avoid fried foods, burgers, pizza, cold drinks, and junk foods. Wake up in the morning and drink warm water. Eat light dinner. Home remedies. Take gourd juice in the morning on an empty stomach. Eat milk, fruit, and cereals for breakfast. Mix 2 teaspoons of triphala in 2 glasses of water at night. Boil it in the morning. When half a glass is left, add 2 drops of ginger juice, 2 tablespoons of honey and lemon juice. If fat is high, then 100 grams of amla peel, 100 grams of behedi peel and 200 grams of big herd peel. Mix these 3 and use them at home. Take the leaves with warm water in the morning, afternoon and night. Use them for 3 to 7 days and then repeat after 15 days. Abstain from salt, ghee and sweeteners for a month. Eat milk and vegetables instead of cereals. Bake 500 grams of wheat, rice, millet and that whole moong to make porridge. Add 20 grams of celery and 50 grams of white onion. Cook 50 grams of porridge in 400 grams of water. Add garlic, ginger and green chilies to taste. Consuming this porridge reduces obesity as well as diabetes. According to Ayurvedic treatment Vedic consultation, if there is obesity due to thyroid, then take the small plaque of the thyroid in equal quantity and make trikuta churn. Take 50 grams of this powder and mix 25 grams of baheda powder, 10 grams of godanti basma or 10 grams of coral drishti. Take half a gram of this powder with honey in the morning and evening. Triphala, gugul and madhuhar banti 1 tablet each. Take it with hot water 1 hour before eating in the morning.